Hey guys, check out my Skool community where I go from zero to $100 million or $100 million, $1 million. That's pretty much my first goal is to make $1 million and to buy a house. This new wave of internet money is not going to be around forever, guys. I'm trying to get in there and make some fucking money, goddammit. So pretty much I'm starting with Amazon arbitrage, thrifting, reselling items that I find at the thrift store. I have a great thrift store right up the road that there's no like resellers there or anything. I find that I can't find a job because ever since I started my business, people don't want to hire people that own businesses because they know I'm just going to take the money and put it into my own business and take money out of the marketplace and compete. Workers are in my city are pretty much a dime a dozen, you know. Um, there's no shortage in my city. There's no shortage of people. Let's see what the unemployment rate is. Unemployment rate is 3.8%, but you know, uh, that's probably people that just don't want to work. You know, there's a lot of like homeless people downtown and people that just don't want to work. So I can find work, but I can't be on my feet all day. You know, I have like little weak bones with, and I weigh 280 pounds, trying to get down to about 200 pounds right now. Trying to lose weight, but that doesn't help me right now, right? So I can't be on my feet all day because it really hurts my feet, Um, like, I don't know what to do, you know. I just gotta do it, I just gotta work because I know, like, the same thing would happen. My grandfather had the same problem, and he would, get home from work every day and say like, man, my fucking feet hurt, man. He'd say like, my dogs are barking, man. My fucking feet hurt. He was basically saying. And if you don't know my story or my grandfather's story, he lost his. He got laid off from his corporate job, a big corporate deal, as a project manager when he was like 55, like 10 years before he was supposed to retire. He worked there for like 25 years, and they laid him off like 7 years before he was supposed to retire. And pretty much he had to get a job where he had to work on his feet a lot more. And yeah, so pretty much, and I inherited that gene where I can't be on my feet all fucking day because it hurts my fucking feet. So one thing I found though is when I do it for like a while, this is back when I was 170 pounds. When I would be on my feet like all day, you know, uh, every day, I would get used to it after a while. You know, I would get used to it after a while. You know, but yeah, like gonna start with probably gonna work through like a temp service, do like some Amazon like thrift arbitrage, and eventually get into Amazon, start a private label brand on Amazon. That's my ultimate goal. And at the end of the day, I want to be doing drop shipping in between Amazon stuff. So whenever I'm not doing Amazon stuff, I'm doing drop shipping. So yeah, I look at everything as like a gift. I look at everything as like a gift. You know, I tend to look at everything as like a gift. When you go to the gym and there's workout equipment available, that's like a gift right there. When you go to the thrift store and you find a couple cool items to sell on Amazon or eBay, that's like a gift right there. And you know, it's like back in the hunter-gatherer days when you're competing with the wilderness to get like some berries or like to kill an animal or something. That's like a sign that like God has favored you that day, right? But pretty much, yeah, so $0 to $1 million Skool community. I don't know if that's the purpose of Skool, the Skool website, but that's pretty much what I'm doing, and it's all like educational based, like kind of showing you guys exactly everything that I'm doing to make $1 million. And you guys think like there may be speculation of like, oh, you say you have all this money. If you haven't heard it before, you know that I right now I'm on welfare, as I like pretty much welfare doesn't pay shit, but it provides me the freedom to build my business while I don't have any time constraints. So that's my big $1 trillion plan, is to basically use the welfare system, to basically uh, to use the welfare system to build my business and achieve. I really want to build a business that pretty much lasts forever. You know, I really want to build a business that pretty much lasts forever until like the end of humanity. If that day ever comes, if humanity ever comes to an end, that's how long I want my business to be around. I want to create something that can be passed down generationally through my family. That, whether if it's through my family, or I don't want necessarily someone else's family to inherit or to intercept my business. Um, but if it could be passed on through my family, I think that'd be great, to be able to instill values into my kids that they could pass down to their kids that just last forever. You know, I don't agree with a lot of the ways that current old money really is done. Certain families I love, like the certain families I love, certain families I don't. I'm just not a big fan of the Rockefeller family. the big oil company. I'm just not a fan of. I've seen some pictures of them. They just look really snooty and like they haven't inherited the genes of a founder, or they inherited the genes, but they didn't inherit the attitude of like a founder. They're more like, they seem to be more like snark, and like I say, check out my Skool community. It's you get a week free just to check out the page, just to see what it's all about. And then it's $12 a month to watch me go from zero to $1 million. I think that's a good price. If you got $12 in the bank every month to watch something really cool, I'll send you an email like every week with updates of everything that you missed, because you can't be visiting goddamn Skool.com every fucking day. It's not like something that you like download on your phone and check in with like every like hour, but I'll send you an email or send you like, maybe you can check in with me like every so often, or I'll mention it in my YouTube videos. Check out my Skool community for 0 to $1 million cash. This is the journey where I buy my first house and maybe buy like a cool car, maybe buy some investments that I can live off of for a little bit, like $2,000 a month. I think I can afford with the remaining 300,000, because I want to get like a nice house. I don't want to get like some shit house, and build a business that lasts hopefully like a long time. Probably be doing my Amazon store and my Shopify thing until the bank of cryptocurrency goes live, and then pouring everything into that, and then that's it. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. So check out my Skool community, god damn it.